Okay, fighters have gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Blue. There were no final questions from you, Red. If you want to touch gloves again, go ahead and do it now. I'm not ready to fight.
The weight ends here. This is a bantamweight main event of the highest order. A lot of fans curious and excited to see how this plays out. First headlining spot for Ecuador's Marlon Chito Vera against the perennial contender, Robert Font.
Ready. Fight!
Font in black, Marlon Vera is in yellow. Chito's won 2 in a row, 3 of 4 to set up this opportunity tonight.
There's the first calf kick for Chito. Oh, big right hand for Font.
I think in the beginning it's going to be Chito having to adjust to the boxing of Font. He's going to want to get the timing and the rhythm of the speed of Font on those hands and then forward through to that clinch that Font was talking about.
There's a good solid 1-2 once again. Sorry, John, solid connection.
Font in the range early. Frankie Edgar got off to a good start against Chito as well. Body kick from Vera and return fire from Font.
Once Font starts landing that jab, I'm telling you, it's a problem. When that jab lands, everything else gets on rhythm with Font. And right now he's landing it early. The good thing about Chito is he's attacking the calf and the legs early as well.
Yep. Well, another good thing about Chito for him is that he's never been finished because, you know, that's a good thing. He's hard to put away because right now Rob Font has found the target on a few occasions. Solid shots, good 1-2s, straight fundamentals, A to B down the pipe. Oh! See a little smirk from Chito. Yeah. I mean, the man is a dog. He loves to fight.
He starts to wake up. The more he gets hit, he embraces getting hit, and then he just turns that into havoc and keeps the forward pressure. The calf kicks that he's landing on Rob are going to add up.
You're right.
As Rob keeps throwing that jab out there, though. And that's what Chito's counting on. What can you eat more of, calf kicks or jabs?
I mean, it depends who's throwing the calf kicks and who's throwing the jabs, let's be honest.
Good point.
But certainly other than those calf kicks, Rob Font couldn't have asked for a better start. Uppercut's been money. 2 minutes have gone by round 1.
Yeah, Font looking really good, really sharp. Chito, to be fair, getting off to a little bit of a slow start. I'd like to see more head movement. Chito's keeping his head right on the center line. That's what's allowing Rob to just pepper him with jabs and 1-2s. Rips to the body.
Body shots of Rob Font are really going to add up if he starts early on those. Because Chito stays there. He's got a good guard to cover his head, but the body is there.
I was going to say, Chito doing a really good job of defending. The elbows, the guard's nice and tight, so he is blocking a lot of these shots.
Nice read on that up kick from Chito there. He times those kicks so well. Ooh. Nice uppercut from Font there.
To go back to your point before, though, Dom, about the calf kicks versus the head shots, I mean, yes, the leg kicks, the calf kicks will accumulate and do more damage as the fight progresses. Headshots can take you out right then and there in that moment.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
And one of the things about Chito is he's a marathon fighter. He knows in rounds 4 and 5, all this, he might be eating some now, but in 4 and 5, this, as long as he can eat it, that plays to an advantage in cardio. He can keep going and keep going. But you don't want to eat these shots from Font.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hard. He's a big boy and he hits hard.
That's not a good strategy.
I don't know if it's a strategy as much as what he's trying to make work for him, you know? Font's ahead on the strikes right now by about 2-1.
Font is looking crisp, though.
Yeah, he's on fire early. Dean Thomas, what do you make of this early on?
I tell you what, that jab of Font is going to be a problem for Vera because it's working already. And the reason why it's working is because he hides it behind his other weapons. He uses it to set up his other weapons, and then he hides the jab behind those other weapons. So it's going to be a problem as this fight goes on.
Yeah, Chito's going to mix up the attacks a little bit. More kicks, more high kicks. If he's throwing high kicks, Font has to block them. If he's blocking the shots, he's not throwing straight shots.
Oh, that uppercut landed hard. So now he's mixing in the uppercut because Chito's covering his head real well, so he's slicing right up the middle of those elbows with that uppercut. It's a good read by Font there.
And his coaches, who no doubt had him working that throughout camp. Under 30 now to go in the round. Nice job by Fotn to touch the body there. Pretty good short left by Chito. Now he attacks the body.
There's a really nice knee to the midsection there for Rob Fotn. It's a really good opening round, 10-9 for sure. Chito's going to make some adjustments in round 2. So here we go. There's the jab from Rob Fotn that he's known for. Followed that up with a right hand. Just a beautiful display of boxing. Rips to the body on that one. Then comes with the uppercut. Chito doesn't really know which angle the shots are going to come from. Fantastic opening round for Rob Fotn.
And you heard Jason Perillo acknowledge these notorious slow starts for Chito Vera. There might be a method, though, to the madness.
Well, I mean, you don't want to, like me and Bisping were talking, you don't want to eat a lot of shots in the first round, but I mean, it does. If you plan on fighting to the distance, you know, and the guy outstrikes you 2 to 1, then that's cardio they use. Now you can get that back later on in the next round, maybe, if you want. But Perillo's telling him, get on the gas. You can't get behind on a guy like Fotn.
Yeah, he's telling him he's going to go forward. Push him back.
That's a big left hook from Rob Fotn, who threw 100 strikes in round 1 and picking up right where he left off.
Well, to your point, John, 100 strikes, that is high output. Another point to consider is the missed weight. If he truly tried to make weight and he wasn't trying to game the system, as the fight progresses and with that kind of output, he's going to feel the effects of that and he's going to slow down. However, Chito cannot rely on that fight.
Oh! Wow, man. I mean, Fotn looking like a professional athlete tonight. Spinning attack to the body now from Chito Vera. Did not take Rob Fotn long to find the flow state tonight. Chito's starting to get going now, early round 2.
Oh, there's a nice head kick.
See, and this is where Chito starts to get ahead, is when he starts landing those kicks. He eats the shots. When he starts throwing those kicks, he gets his rhythm. When he starts eating the big shots and moving forward, he gets his rhythm. But Fotn's not having it.
Well, to the point of Jason Perillo, when Chito's going forward, he's having success. When he's letting Rob Fotn dictate the forward pressure, that's when Rob's controlling the fight.
Stiff jab there by Chito. Michael, if you're Chito, any thought to a level change or no?
Absolutely. It would not be a bad idea. Mix things up. Keep Rob guessing. Chito does have that in his arsenal, and I'm sure it is a part of the game plan. It always is. It's mixed martial arts.
Right.
And right now, to answer your question, yes, definitely would be a suggested idea.
Good 1-2 there by Chito. 3 minutes to go, round 2.
The other thing is Chito's pretty much owning the center of the octagon a lot of this round, whereas in the first round he was on his heels a lot. So he is listening to his coach more this round in Perillo. But right now, Font's ahead on the combos by a good amount. Much more offense.
I will say this, a lot of the shots are being blocked by the elbows and the forearms. You know, yes, of course, there's a lot getting through, but Chito's defending well, sticking his tongue out.
Visually, Font's lead leg does not look great, but it has not compromised his
Nice
movement
jab.
at all.
That jab got through
Yep.
for Chito there. And that's what makes it tricky about Vera as well. Is look, now he's a southpaw, then he's conventional, then he can kind of get you into a lull, and you can forget that he switched stance, and then when you think he's throwing a jab, he's actually throwing a right. When you think, you know, and it switches, and that's what's tricky about Vera as well. Now he's conventional.
Rob Fotn just continues to be first in a lot of these exchanges.
Oh, that's
Heavy
a
body
big,
kick from Vera.
heavy body kick.
Yeah, that kick is very strong for Chito there, and that southpaw kick is his best kick.
This is definitely a better round for Chito. Very even though, both guys landing. There's a beautiful 1-2 again.
Man,
Nice counter with the leg kick by Fotn. And now a big left hand for the Bostonian.
You know, you see the swelling on Font's face. That's from the clean jab that Chito landed earlier. And it definitely had an effect on him. But not right now. Rob coming on strong at the end of the round. Nice knee against the fence.
could be staring at some historic output from Rob Font if this thing goes 5 rounds. Under 30 now to go in the round.
That's nice.
Oh, he hurt him with that lead hook. That lead hook got him. Vera stuck him with that hook. Font's hurt bad.
Covering up!
Wow.
17 seconds to finish this round.
What a finish to this round. Can he get him out of there?
Font trying to survive the final 10 seconds.
Huge
Big elbows
elbows
from Chito.
Wow.
We will see a 3rd round.
Don't touch him, don't touch him. Do it again. You just gotta keep
Rob Font, a 1-2 as well. Chito comes on, nice spinning kick to the body. Jab from Chito there. That might be the one that bust up the eye. There's the end of the round, the big left hook. That one hurt Rob. Look at that, definitely a little shaky. And as we know, the round ends with Chito Vera on top, landing elbows. Round 3, look at Chito, cannot wait to get started.
It's about as cross as I've ever seen Jason Herzog.
Yeah, Chito wants to put him right back on the floor where he was just a second ago. Doesn't want to give him time to recover.
Font had even more output there in round 2 and right back to work early round 3. Now he shoots.
Yeah, it's a nice way to mix it up. Gets one hook in. Chito's doing the right thing. He's going to turn into him. That right arm, pardon me. Going to try and turn it to the other side. There it is. Nicely done.
There's that clinch that Rob Font was talking about that he was very aware of. He said he had to be aware of elbows and knees in this position right here, and especially up against the fence.
That's a good elbow from Font. Chito's shin seems largely unbreakable.
Never been finished, John.
Don't forget that left kick he's eating with one arm. I mean, you could break an arm that way too, unless you block that kick right.
That uppercut, though, of Rob Font is absolutely lethal. If that connects on the end of the nose, that's going to be a big problem for Vera.
One of the things that his coaches said is stop trying to knock him out. You're using up all your energy trying to knock him out. Touch him with small shots. Keep hitting him with combinations. Don't load up so much. And that's what you're seeing out of Font right now. He's not swinging quite as heavy.
Yeah, they were begging him not to blow his nose in between rounds.
Leg kick from Vera. Font immediately returns with his own offense. Not a great start to the 3rd for Chito as Font attacks the body.
Yeah, Rob certainly seems recovered. Nice left gets through for Chito. But as you say, John, good start for round 3 for Rob Font.
And now his 3rd consecutive fight with more than 100 significant strikes landed.
And Marlon's getting up. He's catching up to that work rate. As the rounds go on, Chito's work rate is catching up, and this is what I was saying. You can get ahead early, but Chito likes to catch up in the end of the rounds if he takes you the distance. And right now, those kicks are adding up, and the jabs are getting through for Chito every now and then.
Man, Font is quick with his weapons. Beautiful counter there by Chito.
When Chito's landing clean, it seems to be having a bigger impact. There's more of a visible response from Rob Font. But the volume is certainly on the side of Font.
Man, that Font jab is a sight to behold.
I mean, they're fighting a phone booth fight, too. They're right in front of each other. There's not a whole lot of space with these guys. Right in the center of the octagon, no backing up. Both these guys are holding their ground, putting on an awesome
for the rest of the bantamweight contenders, don't mind these guys beating the hell out of each other.
Holy cow. That's why it's one of the best divisions in the world, though. You're seeing every aspect of martial arts here.
What a response, though, from Rob Font in round 3 after the way things ended in round 2.
Yeah, you're not wrong, John. You know, that was a shaky start, sorry, a shaky end of the round in round 2, but Rob Font here in 3 is looking great.
Chito just does not seem all that fazed by his offense.
He's tough as hell. He doesn't take a backward step. He doesn't ever look concerned or worried or even affected by the shots. Straight away goes right back. The problem is when he goes to go back, Rob is firing constantly. Tremendous output.
Yeah, unbelievable output. I mean, the output of Font is heavy right now. His punch count is high. But you can see Chito just slip right in between and just land significant ones in between the numbers, too. This is a back and forth battle the whole way.
Vera's got a lot of confidence in his shell. You see he's not wearing much visible damage. Oh,
that's
beautiful
a nice
short counter.
Oh, that knee hurt him bad.
He's hurt. He's
That's it. Jump knee. Came like a left hook right up the middle. Let's see if he can get him out of here. That's 2 drops in 2 rounds for Vera so far.
And he's got 10 seconds.
Font trying desperately to survive.
Here. Do not hit him in the back of the head.
Survive he does. Wow.
You gotta get up. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Thank you, sir. We're rocking this way. Don't move.
Gotta love that smile from Perillo.
You got it with the knees.
Listen, gotta work with me up here. Just stay put. Just stay put. Just stay here.
Listen, when you're going with volume, stay in his face, okay? We can't do the in and out. Get in his face, stay in, keep throwing, okay? Just work the uppercuts, touches. Fencing is working. Get it back him up with the fencing, and then just keep landing, okay? How you feel? If you see Boston get to the clinch, tight.
All right, let's take a look at this. I mean, look at the knee. Bang!
4th round. Let's go, baby.
Solid connection. Once again, Rob Font hits the canvas at the end of the round. Jumping knee right to the jaw and a little push from Chito. What a way to end the 3rd round. Raining down elbows, and then right as the bell rung, a huge, vicious elbow. All to play for in round 4.
Good job by all 3 men in that sequence. Herzog as the referee, Chito with the offense, and Font doing a nice job trying to control posture and hit the main event rounds. Round 4 underway. Chito hasn't realized one of these in the UFC.
Well, make no mistake, the man is a cardio machine, always running in his downtime, half marathons, doing anything he can. The man is hungry. He wants to be a champion. So 4 and 5 will not be an issue. Will they for Rob, though, with the failed weight? We'll see.
Those knees are all the difference. The knees mixed in that Vera has added have made the difference. Instead of throwing a kick at the end, he's at close range after the hands, and he's throwing the knee like an uppercut. Beautiful read.
You know, I say it a lot, but fights like this where they're very evenly matched, it's who wants it the most, who's willing to enjoy the most pain, who's willing to go forward, take chances.
Rob Font's got to wonder, what do I have to do to seemingly hurt this man?
And that can be disheartening sometimes, you know, when you continue to tee off and they just take the shots and fire back. But Rob is looking good, though.
Oh.
Wow, that was a solid connection. Knocked the head of Chito.
Can't remember this UFC Apex being much louder than it is tonight. 3.5 now to go, round 4.
Heavy 4th round as well. I mean, these guys stay right on the same offense. And this is the clinch that Font was talking about. There's that elbow.
Oh, that's a beautiful elbow from Chito. And that caused a new cut on Font. Otherworldly output from Rob Font. probably going to clear 500 attempts if we go the distance.
It's looking like this might go. I mean, this fight is epic. The way that these guys show up as a main event, this is how you want to put out and show out.
And Fotn has got all sorts of welts and cuts, and yet fighting through all of that adversity. Nice connection with the left by Vera.
Yeah, the left hook hurts him every time it lands.
Nice jab.
Yeah.
And you could see always at the last 2 minutes of every round is when Vera tends to get ahead on the strikes and land the most significant strikes. Always this last 2 minutes of each round. That's where he likes to get ahead. It showed up in these last 4 rounds.
Yeah, the face of Rob is really starting to swell up now, the forehead and the eyebrows. Some definite swelling there. Oh!
Oh, the hook
Wow!
kick connected.
That was got
Straight upstairs!
You didn't see it coming.
2 minutes to work
Oh, he's hurt bad.
instead of 10 seconds. But Chito's going to go for it here. He cannot let him off the hook. Throw the legs to the side, rain down blows.
Well, and if you're Chito, Michael, you got to go up or down, right? Welcome him up or do something.
Got to take advantage of this position. Don't let him back on the feet. If I'm Chito, I go down there.
Heel, don't stop. Heel, don't stop.
Jason Herzog watching very closely.
Engage and let him up.
Heavy kicks, but the clock is ticking. This is huge for Chito.
Font's just trying to get his head about him right now.
Engage and let him up.
I mean, what a beautiful hook kick. Absolutely fantastic. You see that thrown a lot, but they don't really land a lot, and certainly not with that kind of impact.
Well, the reason they're landing is because he's throwing so many other kicks. He's throwing teep kicks, knee kicks, calf kicks, side kicks, spinning heel kicks. So all the different kicks, a hook kick gets hidden.
That's going to, yep. He said several times, engage or let him up. You knew Herzog was going to pull that trigger. He does late in the round.
I think that was a wasted opportunity for Chito, if I'm
I do
honest.
too.
Looking for it again. Gotta be
I
careful.
think he was winning that whole round. So now he's got a lot of energy for this 5th round to get the job done if he wants to, because he didn't go down into that.
Can't get too spin happy though.
Yep, going highlight chasing late. Well, Rob Fotn not so recognizable, but very much in this fight. Waning seconds of round 4, Vera goes high again. You gotta be kidding me. What a fight.
Chito cannot wait to get back to it.
Yeah. And is that perspiration we're finally seeing on Chito, or is it water? I mean, incredible cardiovascular base. Final 5 minutes of the main event.
Hey, Rob Fotn is not done though.
Nice short elbow by Fotn.
Chito's like,
I love how he's like, ah, you actually elbowed me. What was that all about?
Just elbow.
We're throwing elbows now?
How dare you? See, Chito now is in the zone, he's flowing, he's feeling good. He knows he's got a hurt opponent. He probably feels like he's ahead on the scorecards. I don't know, it's very close. Damage versus volume.
Dean Thomas, go ahead, sir.
Fellas, you know the old saying, a good offense is the best defense? Well, that's totally false, because I tell you right now, if Rob Font's defense fails him one more time, that could be the end of this fight. And he's done nothing but offense in this fight, but the failing of his defense could actually lose him this fight, so he better not let it fail him again.
100%, Dean. Basically, don't get smacked in the face again. There's a snappy jab. Rob still proceeding, though, to Dean's point. Constant forward pressure.
Pretty good little sequence there for Fotn.
There's a nice kick up the front for Chito.
He's got sneaky stuff that he lands when you're on your way into the pocket with him. Up kicks, knees, elbows, little short clips that he hits you when you're working your way into the pocket while his guard's up. That's how Chito hits you.
Font has landed more than 200 significant strikes, closing in on the bantamweight record.
And Chito hasn't got a mark on it, which is just wild. And on the flip side, Rob Font's face is falling apart. Looks like a Halloween mask.
Oh!
That up kick lands for him every time. And it's all his kicks come from so many different angles that you start to ignore when they're coming, and then it comes from a different angle and lands.
I mean, that looks like movie makeup on Rob Font.
And that shows the toughness of him, too, to not be quitting. Period. A lot of guys would quit to lesser damage than this.
Yeah.
Chito's got to be careful, though. Can't rest on his laurels. It is a very close fight. Rob's had a lot of success. He's landed a lot of shots. Certainly a higher volume. The damage is on the side of Vera, but you never know, so he's going to go for the finish.
And so you see he'll cover up, and then when Font comes to leave the combination, that's when he's clipping Font on the way out.
There's a snapping jab. Rob felt that one. Chito's shots have way more impact when they land. That's just the reality.
Yeah, and if I know these judges, I feel like they're going to acknowledge that.
Oh, so Rob turned away for a second. Now he's hurt. He's backing off now.
Yep.
Chito's messing around a bit, though. Got 90 seconds for the finish.
Nice read by Font. He presses forward.
Good footwork from Chito in this 5th round, too. He's moving his feet very well. He doesn't generally move his feet a lot, but he is a lot in this 5th round because he's very ahead on the damage that he's gotten. He didn't land quite as many strikes, but the damage that he's done is much more significant.
There's... You gotta love it.
Just when I thought maybe those strikes had affected Chito, not so much.
That one hurt him. That one got through for him.
It's all well and good showboating, though, but it's time to go to work. You've got 45 seconds left on the clock. This is an important fight. Massive implications on the future of your career. Sticking tongue out and shaking and jigging and jiving is awesome, but it's time to work. 30 seconds on the clock.
Very good 5th round for Rob Font.
Oh, it hurt him bad. That one hurt him bad.
Once again, late in the
End of every round.
On wobbly legs.
12 seconds. Chito stalking his prey, looking for an opportunity. There he is again.
And that is going to do it. One of the best fights of 2022. Marlon Chito Vera and Rob Font remarkably go the 5-round distance. There is a live look at Woburn, Massachusetts. It's Rob Font as the medical personnel attend to him. What an absolute warrior. Gotta think his stock rises tonight. And Chito Vera, all smiles. Barely a scratch on him despite absorbing 223 significant strikes from the offensive Rob Font. All right, the official decision is now in. One final time tonight. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, Marlon Chito Vera.